What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, the Carolina Collector. Before I begin, I want to give a huge shout out to my friends, family, neighbors, YouTube viewers, supporters, subscribers, eBay customers, one and all. Thank you so much for helping this channel to grow. I woke up this morning to find that the channel grew just a little bit more. We are definitely on course to reaching 1,800 subscribers, but I can't do that unless I get your help. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, comment in the comments section below, and hit the bell to receive notifications. If you want to help to support the channel financially, click on my eBay link. It'll take you right to my eBay store, the Carolina Collector 001, where I'm selling baseball cards and various other items from time to time. Also, if you want to make a donation to the channel, click on my Ko-fi link. Thank you to those that have done so already. So let's get right into it because there's a lot to discuss. So as you know, I've been really hammering this point home that scalping is absolutely awful. We've seen this with Studio Series Starscream. We've seen it with Studio Series Hot Rod. Recently, I've discovered that the reissue of the LJN Hulk Hogan figure that we had as kids back in the 80s, that is now being scalped and flipped. Everything and anything that the real and true fan and collector wants to get our hands on, we can't, because we have to compete with these low-life dirtbag, food stamp using, jobless, soulless, trailer park trash or yo-yo bees, and all that sort of ilk that are out there, who are taking handfuls of Pokemon cards and baseball cards, concert tickets, sporting events tickets, and all of this other stuff, and essentially flipping it for profit. And it forces us to go through a third party, which we should not have to. I should have to only go through the band, the team, the store, instead of going through, Tyrone or Juanito or Thomas. You know what I mean? It's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. And it's happened again to me personally because I don't understand. I'm at a loss for words. As you guys know, I don't script my videos. I try to come from the heart. I want you guys to really feel what I'm feeling when I get into these reviews and these discussions. And this one pisses me off personally because I want this jersey. I really do. And it's one of two jerseys I've targeted. I actually sold one off recently. I'm talking about the reissues now of the Color Rush jerseys that the New York Giants will be wearing this season. Now, as you know, I've already reviewed these two jerseys. This is the Nike Vapor Fuse Elite Jaxson Dart jersey. This is the top tier jersey. This is the jersey of jerseys right here. And I also have the retro jersey. You guys know that the original one that I had was all screwed up. I ended up selling it on eBay. And the person bought it, it is what it is. There have been some people that have said, oh, you sold them a mistake. But, well, apparently the person's not complaining because they got their copy for dirt cheap off of me. But anyway, I ended up rolling the money over into this one. And now I have the properly centered Jaxson Dart on the back of the retro jersey. And I did get these on discount, which is awesome. So I saved myself a little bit of money. Well, there's no such thing as saving money. You're spending less money. And then I also have these guys here, which is what these Color Rush jerseys are roughly based off of. So the blue one is based off of the 1990 kit. So there's my Jeff Hostetler and my Phil Simms. And the Giants have been wearing a retro version of this jersey, and they've been wearing the white version of the away jersey from the 90s. I did have an Eli Manning jersey that was a size XXL. That unfortunately, and after a lot of consideration, as much as I didn't want to sell off that jersey, was just too big on me. And as you know, I've been trying to clear out some space here in my home because my collections have got just a little too big for my taste, and I don't want to end up, boxing myself in. And definitely I can tell because I'm having little pockets of space here and there being freed up so that this way, I can make room for stuff like this. And as hard as it was to sell that Color Rush Eli Manning jersey, I realized that Fanatics had released the white and blue retro jerseys again. So I had the order in my cart for the white one. I wanted to get the white one first. Out of the two jerseys, the blue one and the white one, I really like the white one because I just recently sold off my Eli Manning one. But to my chagrin, It was in my cart. I have $30 fan cash plus a discount code for shipping. I go to place my order disappears. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? I go look on eBay, and I see this. These are just a few examples of the F.U.S.E limited jersey. Now, mind you, these jerseys here go for over $300 and over $400 respectively, because these are as close to what they wear on the field as possible, that the fans are able to get our hands on. As you can see, you know, it's got the stretchy arm collars there. It's got the protection from choking. You know, there's a name for this. I constantly forget what the name of this thing is here, but it's got the exact same features as the player jerseys have. And I'm very happy that I got those. But they are $300 to $400 respectfully for each one of them. Very expensive. The limited Vapor jersey, which is the middle version of that jersey, is similar with certain aspects of it. It's got that plastic that's in there that prevents the players from choking. It looks like a player jersey. It looks like the elite jersey, but it's not the elite jersey. There's certain aspects about it that differentiate that jersey from this one, where the material is a little bit thinner. It doesn't have the elastic arm collars like that one has, and it's cut a lot differently. It's not as stretchy, you know, as this one is. This one is very thick and that one's thin. Again, I had the Eli Manning one. I also had the Daniel Jones one, but in the dark blue. I sold that one off ever since he left the Giants. And I look on eBay and I see the limited jerseys are being flipped already. They just came out. I can't believe this. $374. That's approaching the price of what I paid for the retro version of the Giants jersey. I simply cannot believe this. The white one, $374.99. Now, mind you, these are stock photos, so you don't even know what you're getting based on stock photos. There is one photo here, and this photo is legit because if you look at the collar, it's got ribs in it like it should. The fake ones have a mesh, and the collar actually meets right here in the center, and there's a mesh that covers it. You can actually see the band that goes around underneath there. It should have like these plastic ribbings underneath that mesh. This one happens to have that, but this seller is selling it for $289.99. They just came out. I was furious when I seen this because I wanted this white jersey in particular. Not this exact one, but, you know, one that they were selling from the Fanatics website. And as you know, NFL.com, the New York Giants official website, and Fanatics, everything is sourced through Fanatics. And I was not thrilled when I saw that. So I wrote an email to Fanatics, customerfirst@fanatics.com, Fanatics support. I wrote this last week. Actually, no, that's a lie. This is from this morning, actually. I apologize. August 24th, 2026. You can actually see the date right there. And this is public, by the way, this email address when you look it up to the YouTube reviewer, by the way. Good morning, Walter. Thank you for reaching out. I'm happy to assist. I hope you're doing well. I reviewed your inquiry, and I'm sorry to hear that the Jaxson Dart New York Giants Nike Vintage White Vapor Untouchable Stitch Limited Jersey White disappeared from your cart in your desired size before you were able to complete your purchase. I understand how disappointing that must be, especially when you were ready to place your order, which is true. Because Fanatics operates with live inventory, adding an item to your cart doesn't reserve it. It's possible that another fan purchased the last available jersey in your desired size before you completed checkout. I sincerely apologize for the frustration that this may cause. The good news is that this product currently allows you to sign up for restock notifications, blah, 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 blah. None of that matters to me. Fanatics is notorious for this kind of shit. When you try to order baseball cards, football cards, especially hobby boxes, and certain releases, and I've had experience with this many times in the past where I've tried to get baseball cards off of them, and as soon as you go on the website times out, you get the circle of death. You have an item in your cart, it disappears, or if you buy it, depending on the queue or the line, they will literally extract the money from your bank account and then redeposit that money back into your bank account. It's happened to me several times now. That's why I've given up, buying wax online, because you can't get it because of the bots. And because, of course, they're allocated to, these breakers and the LCSs. We talked about this on the channel a long time ago, where they literally have a program now where essentially you are a paid employee to do box breaks. That's a fact. I have it on the channel way back when, with this application that Fanatics put out there. I cannot believe that this jersey just came out and already it's being flipped for almost twice what it retails for. I mean, this is bullshit, folks. Is nothing sacred? Can us fans not get our hands on these? What? Again, I don't have the answers how to prevent any of this stuff. The simple fact of the matter is that the fans are losing out when it comes to concert tickets, sporting events, collectibles, sneakers, jerseys. I want that damn jersey, but there's no fucking way I am paying some welfare trailer park trash or some yo-yo bee that lives in projects in the middle of New York City twice what that jersey should be retailing for. It's not fair to the collector. It's not fair to those who are fans of the sport in particular, in my case, the New York Giants. I wish something could be done about this. Again, I don't have the answers. I'm only here to discuss this particular issue because I know many of you are familiar with this, that you want to get these things and you can't. And thanks to, the greed and the desperation by low-life dirtbag, bottom-of-the-barrel shower pond or shower scum or pond scum, we lose out. I will never pay a scalper twice or three times what an item is worth. I will not. Unless it is an item of value like gold or silver or some sort of old currency or vintage baseball cards or super high demand baseball cards or whatever it may be. There's no way you're going to catch me paying for something that's right off the shelf. Twice, three times, four times what it goes for at retail. It hasn't had time to appreciate. And the sad part is, this is a brand new fucking jersey. And the Giants are selling these like crazy when Daniel Jones was their quarterback. Both versions. It doesn't make sense to release so many jerseys and then these brainless, worthless, waste of sperm, waste of oxygen. I don't even want to call them human beings. They don't deserve the label of being human beings because they're vultures, they're opportunists. To take these out of the hands of the true collector and the true fan just to gain profit because of greed, I am so thoroughly angry at this. I know it's still preseason yet. The Giants are supposed to be playing the Jets this Friday. Hopefully, when regular season football starts, that they'll put out more of these jerseys. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that's the case because that's what they did a couple of years ago. But we haven't seen these Color Rush jerseys. And the Color Rush jerseys that NFL.com, Fanatics, and the Giants' home website sold were all Thibodeau jerseys. I want a Jaxson Dart or a Cam Scatterboo jersey. But they haven't made or put out these jerseys in many, many moons. And I want one. And I can't get one. And I'm not paying some jackass that price. Fuck these scalpers, man. It's not fair. It really isn't. Thank God at least I've got jerseys that I can wear. I'm very blessed to be able to have the ability to afford to buy the more expensive jerseys. But as a fan who wants to show my allegiance to my favorite team, trying to get jerseys I can't get my hands on because some feckless asshole out there is selling it for profit because they're too fucking stupid or uneducated or probably high school dropouts and pot smokers and alcoholics, are buying up all this stuff and taking it out of my hands and taking it out of your hands. It's bullshit. And I have every right to be angry as a fucking consumer. I should not have to pay some third party twice what that thing retails for. And you saw it. $199 is what they retail for. And these assholes are selling it for almost the same price as the F.U.S.E Elite jerseys. It's a very sad state of affairs, folks. That this is what these hobbies and what collectors have to deal with. It's sad, folks. It really is. So just like with anything else in life, I'm going to have to sit back and wait. I did go through the motions that they suggested and put my name into, I guess, a waiting list, which means I'm going to get more bullshit emails and more bullshit text messages. And of course, the data brokers are probably going to sell my data, which I think is the whole fucking, subtext in all of this, which I find to be very disturbing, that my personal information is being bought and sold left and right. Now, I have Incogni, not sponsored, by the way, to help protect my personal information online, and they've been taking it down left and right. There's like 1,000 takedowns at this point from what I see from my account. But at the end of the day, I want this jersey, and it's not cool, man. It really isn't. It's fucked up. Some of them, I can't really directly say it on YouTube. Ugh. I'm your host, the Carolina Collector. Have a good one, folks.